Welcome, Tech4O channel. Hi, I'm Michael. That's the Kugoo S1 electric scooter, which I'm already testing for sort of a couple of weeks. I picked this one because, first of all, it's very budget oriented, and secondly, because the manufacturer claims it's actually better than the M365. And whether that statement is true or not, time to find out. Alright, so that's the Kugoo S1. Well, online you can find a chart, comparison chart against the M365, so I'm gonna go through each and every topic listed there. First of all, the speed. We've got three different levels of the speed. The slow one is up to 15 kilometers per hour, up to 20 kilometers per hour is the second gear, and the third one is up to 30, theoretically. For a person like me who is about 90 kilos, I rarely reach 28 or more, and keep in mind this speed measurement is based on the internal algorithm. It's not based on GPS or something like that. Drag racing. Maximum speed. We're going to switch at some point. Here we go. Okay. Secondly, it's supposed to be more comfortable in terms of height. 188 centimeters is my height, so I was expecting something better than the M365, and putting them side by side. Okay, so that's the tallest position of the Kugoo S1. You can see they're pretty much even, yeah? But, well, we gotta be fair, there are still some adjustments. Quickly adjustable mechanism. You gotta press this nut, it's going down. So that's the second level, and the lowest one, which for a person like me looks ridiculous, but maybe for a kid, it could be suitable, huh? Concerning the range, they say you can go up to 30 kilometers, which is just above 18 miles. The same claim we have for the M365, and with the Xiaomi model I can go maybe between 20 and 25 kilometers depending on which speed I'm using. With this one, between 15 and 25. It's still winter time, it's still pretty cold, so I'm not sure these results are close to the maximum that I might get during the summertime. But yeah, something in between 15 and 25 kilometers for a person which is about 90 kilos, which is just fine. Gotta show you the tires. Well, these are non-pneumatic tires, meaning no air inside, no punctures. They feel soft actually, but if we put them side by side with these tires, they're significantly wider. And overall, the riding experience is much nicer. It just feels better, and especially on a pavement like that, it's a totally different story. Now, the other thing which you can immediately notice is that although it's supposed to be the same size, I think when we look at the tires, the M365 is a bit taller, and you've got more space between the ground and the bottom part of the scooter. A few more things from this comparison list. First of all, the brakes. They say 4-meter braking distance. It's very different, the concept of both scooters. So over here you have this lever which is enabling the resistance, the motor resistance, and then you have this rear brake which you have to manually push with your leg. I don't know how reliable it is. They say that If you're riding with high speed, you shouldn't do that, because potentially the rear wheel can lock, and then it makes the whole thing pretty uncontrollable. So on the other side, if we look into what the M365 has to offer, rear disc brake, which is pretty cool, and also when you press this much more comfortable handle, it also activates the motor resistance. So in my opinion, the braking experience with this one is better and more reliable, but in real life situations I didn't really find quite a big difference. By the way, when Tony was testing this, he just asked me this question. There's a weird marking here which says kg, like the kilogram abbreviation. So I don't know what they mean by that, but these nuts here just enable you to prepare this for transportation, which is much nicer, because the M365 can't really do that. Now, what else is really nice? I like the charging port. The charging port is right here, very easily accessible, and the charging time is just 4 hours, which is 1 hour less than the M365. And on top of that, you can see that the charging port is down here. Not very nice, not very easy to access, but I guess in time people get used to that. The fact you have a rear brake, which is kind of mechanical, is also fine. And overall, the construction here doesn't have the weakness that the M365 has. Quick online query is going to show you the main weakness of the M365, which is this hinge mechanism. So a lot of people complain of this particular part being broken, and if that happens, if you're driving with maximum speeds, you're gonna be out of luck. So if I have to recommend to do something when buying the M365, get one of these aftermarket replacements, and always wear a helmet. Okay, that's going to protect you. I've seen a lot of people injured because of that. One thing which is pretty weird is the horn. Have you tried the horn?
I didn't even know there was a horn.
So, and I have discovered something.
Garbage truck.
Listen. That's even better.
You become an ambulance.
Now, spoiler. There's something I wanted to do from the very beginning, but I didn't, because I wanted to surprise Tony, who is right now filming. Like I said, he has never been riding a scooter, and he knew nothing about the M365 and the S1. The folding mechanism, you already saw how this one folds. Okay, that's super quick, like that. Now, I'm gonna take the camera for a moment. Would you like to try to fold this one?
This one?
Yeah. Just be careful with the shoe.
I can see a lot of... You damaged the metal there.
Did I?
This is aluminium.
Yeah?
And it's damaged, so it needs probably a lot of force.
I
don't know.
Okay.
You need to force your way through it?
Right, yeah, theoretically, because I was researching online how you do that, and I watched a few videos which were mostly marketing videos. None of them were really showing the exact process of how you press this. So it's supposed to work like that. But you see, I'm using all my weight and it wouldn't work. So I found a solution. Okay. That is the solution, and I'm not kidding. If you really want to fold this bike, electric scooter, whatever. Okay, a little bit more. There you go. It's not supposed to work like that, but I don't know, there's probably either something wrong with my mechanism or it simply is not good enough. And I've tried everything. I've tried WD-30, I've tried other types of oil. No, it wouldn't help. So there's probably something wrong. Maybe there's a way to regulate that. I still haven't found out. But the very fact that out of the box it's supposed to be carried like that, and this is, by the way, how the paint was sort of destructed. But the good part is that it's fine. I mean, it's relatively steady. There's no smartphone app. The riding experience, less pleasant with the hard tires. Maybe in the summer with higher temperatures, the material will be a little bit more elastic. The tires are thinner, therefore maybe not as stable as those on the other scooters. No KERS, which is Kinetic Energy Recovery System. And what I dislike the most, when you try to make small jumps, it is much harder to do that with the Kugoo S1, and it somehow doesn't feel right, like you have the feeling something will break. Also, the spare parts and the accessories, both models are relatively easy to repair. The Kugoo spare parts are less expensive, but the variety that you will find about the M365, you wouldn't believe how many of them are available online. So at the end, which one of both is better? I think it clearly is the M365, but it also is the more expensive scooter. The Kugoo S1, mixed feelings. You know, if you like the idea of having a display and also having a front suspension, which actually works, yeah, and also riding with a bit higher speeds, and also having 3 different speeds of riding, and having weird experience with braking, this one is not bad. It actually started at $379, which was about $100 short on the price of this one. Right now it's $339, and honestly, if that goes below 300 bucks, it's gonna be quite a great deal. If it's gonna be chosen for your first non-kick scooter, I think it's a good choice, but if you believe that the Kugoo S1 could be an upgrade to the M365, not at all. Well, no matter what you do when riding your electric scooter, do it safely and do it responsibly. Thank you a lot for watching this video, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Cheers!